a John production. On Family Radio, 91.9 FM, Baton Rouge. On the net at johnfineproductions.com. And on YouTube. Please subscribe at DSJ Vision. With Yellow Jackets color commentator Dawson Albin and producer John Fine. Now is your Yellow Jackets play-by-play announcer, Josh Ward.
Good evening and welcome to Yellow Jackets baseball. It is playoff time here in Denham Springs, and the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets and the Mandeville Skippers will hook up here for a best-of-3 series and the opening round of the 2025 Division I Non-Select Playoffs. I'm Josh Ward, and welcome to the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. You know, Sporting Center has everything you need from athletic equipment to school uniforms. Go see Stacy Phipps, James Adam McCanson, that terrific staff over at Sporting Center. You know where it's at, 205 South Range Avenue in Denham Springs. All right, the Yellow Jackets, after kind of sputtering up to this point, getting into the playoffs, were able to hold on to the 16 seed and be able to have this home playoff game here tonight against the Mandeville Skippers, who is the 17th seed. Again, this is a best-of-3 series between these two teams. So Thursday night here tonight, 6:30, first pitch coming up at that. Tomorrow, Friday night, game 2 will also be a 6:30 first pitch, but a 6 o'clock p.m. Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up start for you. And then, should there be a, if necessary, game 3, that would be 1 o'clock on Saturday. That would put us going on at 12:30 for the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. So stay tuned to that. Most importantly, Yellow Jackets looking to get off on the good foot here and get this first win here against the Mandeville Skippers. Got lots to get to before first pitch. We will have John Fine with athletic director and now former head softball coach of the Denham Springs Lady Jackets, Coach Brett Beard, will be joining us, and then we will have your starting lineups. Get you ready for first pitch here with starting lineups, batting lineups, all that good stuff. Some defensive positions here. And, of course, I will be joined by my broadcast partner, Dawson Albin, to get his take, as it is playoff time here, and how the mentality changes when you switch from the end of the regular season and going into playoffs here, where it's a best-of-3 series and there's no tomorrow after that. We will look at the bracket and all that good stuff as well, because the Yellow Jackets, just a little highlight, would hook up with a District 5-5A rival, with Live Oak Eagles being the 1 seed, if they're able to get this series from Mandeville. All right, got a lot to get to. Again, we are going to take our first time out. When we come back, I will be joined by Dawson, so stay with us. It is the Yellow Jackets and the Skippers of Mandeville, first round action playoffs of the 2025 Division I Non-Select, and we will be back after this quick timeout on the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Scoom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Your local sporting goods store in Living Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign-up needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Injury?
Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel.
Auto accidents.
Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel.
Workers' compensation.
Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small-town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Welcome back in to the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. It is Denham Springs Yellow Jackets, the Mandeville Skippers. It is by-district round of the 2025 Division I Non-Select Playoffs. 16 seed at Denham Springs, 17 seed at Mandeville. But before we get out of that, let's take a final look at how the district standings held up for District 5-5A there. Live Oak had an outstanding season, 11-1 district champs there. They had a great game over at Live Oak against Dutchtown. Dutchtown comes in at second at 10-2, followed by Walker at 6-6, Santa Maria at 5-7, Denham Springs and Prairieville at 4-8 of each, and then East Ascension rounding out the bottom there at 2-10. So a rough season for the Spartans over there, but not our problem. We'll worry about that another day. But now we have to look at this one here, Dawson, and as your mentality switches to playoff mode, you have to really put that regular season behind you and really start looking forward here, because it's a best-of-3 series, which I know we enjoy that, because you get to see, if you can get it to game 3, all bets are off there. So you want to come out here and get a good game here. But as we get an opportunity to look at the bracket as well, with that bracket, 1 seed Live Oak. Okay, they're right there at the top. They have a bye this week, so they're getting to watch this one. I wouldn't be surprised if some of their coaches are sitting here watching this one here this afternoon. And then you will have, this game here tonight. And then, there's some other familiar teams there's some other familiar teams. Walker is playing Thibodaux. They're the 9 seed. They're on the other side of this. North Shore is the 8 seed, and they have that bye in that one. So what you would have is, some familiar teams to work with here, but most importantly, you got to worry about this one here right now.
Yes, definitely. And I mean, like you said, it's the best-of-3 series.
Yep.
So I mean, you're getting to play them 3 times, man, and hopefully we can get it done in 2. But I never really liked the 3-game series, to be honest with you, man. I always liked it. No, man. I like the single elimination, I think, more just because I like my ace against their ace, man, and I feel like that's the best baseball to be played is game 1 of this thing, and it's also the most important, man, because, I mean, this is where it's deciding in whether how you have to play, the next 2 days, really.
All right, so as we look at it there on your screen now, if you're watching at DS Jacket Vision, of course, we always come to you on Family Radio 91.9 FM on the web at johnfineproductions.com and streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. Make sure you give that like and subscribe button for us. But if you're sitting there looking at the bracket, again, as I was saying, Live Oak at number 1 with the bye. Denham Springs and Mandeville match up here tonight. Number 9 seed and number 24 seed Thibodaux and that one. And then, of course, North Shore with that bye as well. So what you're looking at there on your screen would take you all the way to the quarterfinals for the Yellow Jackets if we're able to get that far. But, of course, obviously the most important part right now is the task at hand tonight. So how do you flip gears and flushing that regular season and getting to this?
Well, I mean, it's a fresh start, man, really. I think Sedetol in the locker room, was telling his guys that, I mean, this is basically a new season, I mean, you're fighting for a state championship. I mean, that's the end goal in every locker room in the state of Louisiana. I feel
at this
like,
point, anyone who's playing in a game here tonight has one goal in mind.
I mean, they're looking to go play at Sulphur, and it starts right here. So I mean,
and
for me, it was the most exciting part of the year.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. And I think, we've been talking about how you move past something and forget about the past and all that. And it's easy for us to sit up here and say that because we haven't been in the trenches for it. But,
exactly.
But you really do have a new season here, and you don't have to carry that weight anymore of what happened at the end of the season.
Exactly.
And from that Santa Maria game on, you can literally just say, forget it. I mean, it means absolutely nothing at this point.
Exactly.
Before, you were still fighting for district spots where you're going to fall in the playoff rankings so much, in the power ratings, rather.
Correct.
So those last games meant a little more than what you were trying to fight for, but now you're fighting for something completely different where you don't have to carry that weight with you anymore. So it's got to be a weight lifted off of the shoulders of the Yellow Jackets here, no doubt.
Definitely, man.
And now what do you do? So when you're out here and you're able to get that home game and you're able to finish at that 16, I mean, I was watching it, they were 17 or 16 depending on where you were.
Close,
I mean, it was a tenth of a point that ended up being the difference. But now you get an opportunity to come here and play under the lights. It will, get dark eventually here. And this one, you're under the lights in front of your home field. It's basically a Thursday night. It's basically a Friday night. It's Thursday. No one. A lot of people are off school.
We're on break.
Tomorrow. Exactly. So it's going to be exciting here. It's going to be a great crowd. And it's going to be easy to get the juices flowing.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. I mean, I think it starts with, the first inning. They got to come out and throw strikes, man, and get back in the dugout and get their bats going. So
the simplest things.
Yeah,
Throw strikes and put the barrel on the ball. All right,
that's
Dawson.
It.
We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we're going to make way for John Fine and Athletic Director of the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets, Coach Brett Beard. So stay with us. It is Denham Springs and Mandeville. First round, best of 3 series here from Denham Springs. And we're back after this timeout on the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
High school broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Use Safe and Lock, Safe Voyage Tattoo, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, Liberty Auto Sales, the Law Office of Ivy Graham, 5-Star Printing, now located next to Big Mike's, and Sport Clips. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends. Locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascombe Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
It is the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. My name is John Fine, producer of Denham Springs Sports Broadcasts. It is Denham Springs and Mandeville, first round of the playoffs. The first pitch will come at or about 6:30. Right now, it's our privilege to be joined by the athletic director, the head football coach, and the former softball coach at Denham Springs High School, Brett Beard. Coach, you were saying off the air you fired the softball coach.
The softball coach didn't get it done this year, so I fired him Monday night after the game.
Well, you were always going to be one and done, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. It was a situation that I felt like I was the right one to go in and begin to kind of move that program back in a direction that we think is the Denham Springs way, and took full advantage of it and kind of grew myself and had enjoyed coaching the girls and coaching a different sport that I hadn't coached in a long time, and really had a lot of fun. It was frustrating at times, but had a lot of fun. Being a competitor, you want to be more successful, but to have a lot of freshmen in a program where it was to come in and do what we did, we did have a lot of fun doing it.
Only one senior, huh?
Yep, one senior, started 5 freshmen, got 7 freshmen that are all really good players, and the junior class has got a few key girls coming back that have been good players for the last few years that have been through a lot, and I hear the 8th graders got good players and good numbers, and they're going to come up and blend with those freshmen, and I think softball with the right person at the helm is going to be in a really good spot and have a chance to be really, really successful in a couple years.
What did you learn about yourself and about coaching softball?
Yeah, I'm very calm now. I'm not near as worked up as I once was. I've learned to gather myself and think about what I'm going to say before I say it.
Will that carry through to football?
I hope so, because it has been kind of refreshing. But then again, football's it's a different world and a different sport, and I kind of need that back in my life.
Talk about the time frame for getting a new softball coach.
Yeah, ideally we want to hire somebody that knows how to win, that's been a program builder, that's in the playoffs now, and we're going to let them do their thing, and we'll see what happens, and begin kind of working through our list as playoff teams, get beat out and they become available.
Well, hats off to you. If I had a hat, which I never can because my head is too big, but if I had a hat, I'd take it off to you, because I'm not sure of too many people with your stature and status, that as the athletic director, head football coach, have had a lot of success in both, to step into that softball situation?
Yeah, you do what you got to do. And, when you talk about loving Denham Springs, that was kind of my message to the boys before I left football for the offseason. I got great coaches that did a phenomenal job. But, when you talk about loving Denham Springs and doing the right thing, sometimes you have to walk that walk. And, as the AD and, Mr. Howard as the principal, we kind of put ourselves in this situation. And with the timing and everything else, we felt like there was only one person that could get us out of that situation. And, I felt like that was me. And, doing the right thing by Denham Springs and loving Denham Springs and walking the walk with the talk that we talk and, taking care of these girls and giving these girls a chance to have fun playing softball again, even if it is for a season before you go back into building a legit program. I was just there to keep it afloat and do what's best by these kids and by this school. And, you do what you got to do. And, when you talk about loving Denham Springs, I love it. And I love being here, and I love the opportunity that I had. And, my wife and kids had fun coming to games. It was an experience that I'm appreciative of, but I am ready to give it to somebody that's going to build it.
There you go. Coach, Denham Springs and Mandeville, first round of the playoffs. And obviously you're not the baseball coach, but if you have a team that's struggled lately, had a good season overall, made the playoffs, turned it around.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you tell the kids heading into the playoffs?
Well, it's like I was telling the girls of the softball program, you just got to get in the dance. And you don't have to be the prettiest girl in the dance once you get in. And how you get there doesn't matter. As long as you're in, you have a chance to keep playing. And, everybody's 0-0. The numbers by your name technically don't mean anything at this point. You're in the tournament. And, a lot of times with baseball and softball, a game that's built off of being able to handle the downs more than the ups, you just got to continue to hit yourself out of slumps. You got to continue to field yourself out of slumps, pitch yourself out of slumps, and you get a fresh start. And here it is. It's just, your back is against the wall at being in the playoffs, and this is why you do everything you've done to this point. And I'm really proud of Coach Setterton and our baseball program. I didn't get the chance to watch them as much, but I kept up with everything they did, and I think they outkicked their coverage. I think with a new year, a new guy coming in, and taking this program over, I thought those guys did a phenomenal job and really have surprised me and impressed me, and that's what I'm really pleased with.
You have some background in baseball.
Yep.
You were a heck of a baseball player in high school.
Yeah,
talk about that.
Well, I played at probably the mecca of high school baseball in the country, not just in Alabama in the 90s. We won 9 out of 10 state championships in the 90s. My head baseball coach, Sammy Duns, heralded as probably the greatest high school baseball coach in Alabama, was getting ready to take the Alabama job and ended up turning it down the morning of at his press conference to stay at Vestavia, was the baseball coach in waiting, and when that position came available, he was diagnosed with stomach cancer and ended up passing away a few years later. And he was unbelievable to be around and play for, and I've played for the two greats of Alabama, the all-time winningest high school coach and Coach Buddy Anderson. It was our football coach, and Coach Dunn. And I would say my style and who I am is geared more towards Coach Dunn, the baseball coach.
Coach, according to a good source, that would be Dan Baird, your father. He said, as great as you were as a football player, you were better as a baseball player. And had you chosen baseball, you might have been able to go further. Talk about that.
Well, ball was life. I mean, that's what I did. I played baseball my whole life. Dad was a baseball guy, an Army guy that was a baseball guy. And really, that's all I did as a kid was play baseball. And, I never played football until I was in the 7th grade. And a lot of the reason I played football is because Dad didn't know anything about it, because he'd hammered me the whole time with baseball. It was just one of those things that I loved and I'm very passionate about and miss it all the time and love it. But, if you look at my stature, I was built more for football. And, it got me to every level as well. So I was successful in getting my college degree paid for. Mom and Dad never had to do any of that. And I got out of football what I wanted, had a chance to sign and put my name on an NFL team. And that was a lot of fun. And, I don't know if I could have done that with baseball or not, but I chose the football route because I am 6'4", 300 pounds.
And it worked out real well for you. Going to Vanderbilt, transferring to southeastern Louisiana, and having a terrific college career as well.
A lot of fun.
All right, Coach, Denham Springs football schedule. What are we looking at?
Same as last year, just flip-flopped. Really excited. Our district's always tough, and it's going to be brutal. I get to play the defending state champion Central week 2 at our place, and it's going to be another gauntlet. But we're really excited. Very senior-heavy team, and it reminds me a lot of a couple of years ago when we had a chance to make a run because we're very senior-heavy, and our O-line is now 3-year starters that have all been in the fire. And, when you have the trenches, you got a chance to beat anybody.
You lose Jerry Horn to graduation. What happens at the quarterback position?
Yeah, you got Goldman coming in, and Goldman you can see is a different player, as a playmaker, and he doesn't panic, and he's got a great aura about him, and you're one that's kind of refreshing to be around, and he doesn't get rattled, and the kid just makes some things happen, and you're going to have a lot of fun watching him, navigate this schedule and navigate every Friday night.
Coach, appreciate everything. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you for all you do.
Brett Beard, Athletic Director, Head Football Coach, Denham Springs High School. I'm John Fine. It is Denham Springs and Mandeville. The first pitch coming at or about 6:30. Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up continues after this pause on Denham Springs Baseball.
Can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm. Because State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is your one-stop shop in Denham Springs for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is ready to help. Visit betterwithbrandy.net for your surprisingly great rates today. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Demco believes that championing youth programs helps pave the way for a brighter future. From building the next generation of leaders with the Youth Cooperative Ambassador Program to giving students the chance to visit Washington, D.C. as part of the Rural Electric Youth Tour, our dedication is clear. At Demco, we power youth. Learn how you can participate at demco.org. That's demco.org.
With Bank Plus, your account is always just a tap away. Bank anywhere, anytime with free Bank Plus mobile banking. Pay bills, transfer funds, and check your account day or night with the Bank Plus mobile app. Deposit checks with the snap of a photo. Keep tabs on your account with transaction alerts. Lost your debit card? Disable it instantly from your smartphone. Then turn it back on when you find it. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Denham Springs High School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision are brought to you in part by Duke's Seafood and Steakhouse, Brandon Arisha with Smart Move Real Estate, Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care, Coconut Willie's Daiquiris, Machon and Associates, General Contractors, and Trade and Outpatient Clinic. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Welcome back in to the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. It is the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets, 16 seed in the playoffs, 17 seed at Mandeville Skippers here at Denham Springs. So two teams that are coming in evenly matched on paper, but coming into this one, it is a team with Denham Springs 21-13. They finished 4-8 in their district, and coming out of District 6-5A is Mandeville, and they come in with a record of 19-15, and they were 5-3 out of District 6-5A there. It is of note that in the last 10 games between these two teams, Denham Springs is 2-8 and lost 5 in a row. Mandeville comes in at 8-2 in those 10 games and on a 6-game win streak. So, as we talked about earlier, you're just trying to flip the switch here and get all that bad juju that you had out of the way.
Definitely trying to switch it up on them for sure. I mean, they're pretty hot right now, man, and it's hard to beat. They're hard to beat, but I think this is the perfect matchup. I think this is like who you want to see playing right now, to be honest, if you're a sports fan. So,
sorry, just trying to get the lineup here ready for you. Yep, there we go. So, all right, so leading off for the Yellow Jackets, it is going to be center fielder, number 11, Rancher Miller, batting second, playing right field, number 5, Taylor Kataya. At second base, batting third is Matthew Lewis. In the 4-hole is shortstop Jace Landry. At first base tonight, number 18, batting fifth, Caden Boye. Batting sixth at third base, number 17, Gabe White. At number 7, he's going to be the designated hitter, number 34, Josh Hogan. In the 8-hole, the catcher, Devin Reese, wearing number 36. And in the 9-hole is the left fielder, Slade Daigle. He was wearing number 6. And your pitcher tonight is a guy we've seen just about every game that we've done for the Yellow Jackets. It's going to be Caleb Klug taking the mound for Denham Springs. There's your starting lineup for Denham Springs, and we are going to take a timeout here as we get ready for the national anthem and the prayer here from Denham Springs. It is getting close to first pitch coming up in just about 5 minutes or so. So stay with us. We'll be back after this quick timeout on the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
Since 1898, the Livingston Parish News, an award-winning media outlet, has served as the news source for our community. The Livingston Parish News is available in print and online at www.livingstonparishnews.com. For complete and comprehensive coverage of what is making news in Livingston Parish, as well as Livingston Parish sports, we have you covered. Opinions, politics, lifestyle, and the arts. No matter how big or small the story, the Livingston Parish News is your source for community news in our parish. Serving Livingston Parish for more than 120 years, it's the Livingston Parish News.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and Angel. You are our first priority at Innovative Audio. Innovative Audio offers the very best selection of mobile audio and video, window tint, and vehicle security. Innovative Audio's installation and tinting is the finest in the industry. And Innovative Audio's work comes with lifetime warranties on all audio, video, and tint installations. Most importantly, Innovative Audio specializes in serving you. You are our first priority at Innovative Audio, 1400 South Range, Denham Springs. Visit us on Facebook.
Peak Performance Physical Therapy has been serving the wonderful people of Livingston Parish for over 20 years now. This is Ben Wilson, Denham Springs High School, class of 98, and the much younger Stephen Wilson, class of 2003. We are honored to have the opportunity to help those in our community return to a normal way of life following injury. From the geriatric population to the young athlete, we are committed to helping you become stronger, faster, and better. So for all of your physical therapy and rehab needs, come see us at Peak Performance Physical Therapy located in Denham Springs at 145 Aspen Square, or visit our website at peakperformancephysicaltherapy.com.
So welcome back in to the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. Actually, that will put a wrap on the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up, brought to you by Sporting Center, proudly serving Livingston Parish since 1977 at Sporting Center. They have everything you need, from athletic equipment to school uniforms. Go see Stacy Phipps, James Adam McCants, and their terrific staff. That is at Sporting Center, 205 South Range Avenue in Denham Springs. A quick look defensively for the Yellow Jackets. If you are looking there at DS Jacket Vision, you'll see it. Daigle, Miller, Kataya in the outfield, Landry at shortstop, White at third, Lewis at second, Boye at first, Klug on the mound, and Reese behind the plate. So that is your defensive lineup there for the Yellow Jackets. All right, Dawson, you were telling me that you weren't a nervous kind of guy when it came to this, so you were just ready to go. You were more worried about the guy next to you, what your pitcher was going to do.
I was more worried about my pitcher, man. He was determined. He was the one who determined how the game goes.
You weren't gonna. Yeah, you were gonna do your part. He had to do his. All right. So, any keys to the game here for Denham Springs that you could think of? I mean, put yourself in this position, and you got a best-of-3 series. You can't win it all here tonight. Yes. But winning game one goes a long ways for you.
It does, for sure, and I think it all starts with game one. I mean, if you can get ahead of this thing, it's definitely best. As far as Denham goes tonight, I feel like Klug has got to really try to focus on getting ahead in counts and challenging hitters. And then as far as, the Yellow Jackets offense tonight, I think that they definitely need to wake it up a little bit with the bats for sure.
All right, leading off for Mandeville will be number 7, Mason Hickman. He plays shortstop, and we're ready to get this one underway. Let's have a good one. Go Jackets.
Yep.
All right, Klug will look in. First pitch on the way, going to be hit right to Jace Landry at shortstop to record out number 1.
One pitch, one out.
That's right. We like that.
You like Mike? Mike, come up here and be looking. We're ready to go. I got to keep score this time. I don't usually do it.
One out for the Skippers here. Brings up Peyton Gomez. First pitch to him, going to be outside for ball 1.
It's not a bad pitch there, man. Try to get him to chase.
Try to get that inside ahead, corner. 1-0 pitch on the way. Right down the middle for strike 1. So the last couple of games we saw Klug kind of get off to a rocky start. He seems a little locked in. I know it's only 3 pitches in, but
Hey, hopefully we can keep it going.
1 ball, 1 strike, going to be on the outside corner for ball 2. Peyton Gomez playing third base for the Skippers. 2 balls and a strike on the way to him. That one's going to be pass ball as it gets off the mitt of Reese to make it 3 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, I think the key tonight for him is going to be challenging the Mandeville hitters, especially the top of the lineup.
That one's going to be in for a strike, making a full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, payoff pitch on the way for Gomez. Here's the payoff pitch, going to be hit right towards the pitcher's mound. That'll get through the gap into center field. Rancher Miller will field it, get it into Jace Landry. That is going to be a base hit for Peyton Gomez.
Just a good piece of 2-strike hitting right there, man.
Yes, full count. Putting the barrel to the ball.
That's it.
I mean, a shot just right up the middle. All right, brings up Tyler Fisher, the left fielder for the Skippers. Throw over to first. Get Gomez back in time. One out here. Top of the first, just underway. Gonna be another throwback over to first.
Just trying to keep him close, man.
Trying to keep him honest.
Keep the double play in order.
Fisher still waiting for his first pitch. Klug will look in. Pitch is on the way. Swung on. Be fouled. That's strike 1. One out, runner on first. Klug will get the sign from Reese. Looks in 0-1, and then we'll throw it back over to first.
I caught him sleeping right there.
Yeah, trying to, yeah. Gomez is back in time. A 1 pitch for Fisher is on the way. Going to be just a little too high. That ball, a 1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first. Klug rocks, fires it. Outside corner, strike 2. Nice pitch right there, Caleb Klug. Just painted it up beautifully.
For sure, definitely. I think if you're him, you're trying to keep it low right here. Try to get something on the ground to where your defense can make a play for you.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Fisher. Pitch on the way.
Right.
Gonna hit it right to the second baseman. Gets it over to Landry at second. Landry will get it over to first to Boyer, but it is going to be safe at first.
Sedetol might be asking for help on that one at first. That was a little close.
So Lewis gets it to Landry to get the force out at second. Throw over to Boyer is not quite in time, and Fisher will be at first. Sends.
That's one you needed, though, right there.
I think that sends a designated hitter up, which would be James Anguza. First pitch is going to be low and away for him for ball 1. No, that's right. No, it's okay. Sam Morris. Okay, Sam Morris is batting. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's pitching tonight.
One ball, no strikes to Sam Morris. 2 outs, runner on first. One 1-0 pitch on the way. This is going to be popped into the air, going towards right field, and Kataya will make it out, and make the catch for out number 3. And that will retire the side, so it'll be 1 hit, no runs, no errors, 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 2nd after this timeout on Yellow Jackets Baseball.
If you're a small business owner in the Denham Springs area, think about everything you need to help your business succeed. You need a plan, happy customers, steady cash flow, and an insurance agent that gets you. State Farm agent Randy Robertson runs a small business in the Denham Springs community area too, and she understands the unique needs of local business owners. She will make it easy to choose the right protection at the right price, because one thing you don't need is insurance stress. Call State Farm agent Randy Robertson for your small business needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston. The #1 choice in cleanup and restoration is Serve Pro of Livingston. Whether it's water damage, fire damage, mold, storm, or construction issues, let the highly trained professionals at Serve Pro of Livingston clean and restore your property and make it like it never happened. Serve Pro of Livingston is prepared for just about anything and is open 24/7, so Serve Pro is faster to any disaster. Serve Pro of Livingston, Florida Boulevard, Denham Springs. Soon to be at the old Albertsons. Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston.
We'll get back in to Yellow Jackets Baseball. We are scoreless here as we head to the bottom of the 1st. Rancher Miller will be leading off for the Yellow Jackets. Of course, we come to you on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the web at johnfineproductions.com, and streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. That's at DS Jacket Vision, all one word. Make sure you give it a like, give it a subscribe. We would certainly appreciate it, and great to have you along with us here for Game 1 of a best-of-3 series. Again, tomorrow night it will be Game 2. Same start time, 6 o'clock for us with a 6:30 first pitch. And then, of course, should it get to a Game 3 on a Saturday, it would be a 1 o'clock start there and a 12:30 start for us for the Sports Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. So, lots going on here at Dawson, and good start right there by the Yellow Jackets.
That's right, man. That's all you can ask for. Quick, easy, get back in the dugout and swing it, man.
That's right. All right, so Rancher Miller coming up to the plate for the Yellow Jackets to lead off. He does play center field, and we were talking before the game. You like the purple tops that we were seeing for the first time this season.
That was my favorite one to wear over here.
See if it brings some playoff magic here.
I hope so, man.
Sam Morris, the pitcher for Mandeville. His first pitch will be inside across the numbers for ball 1 to Rancher Miller. 1-0 pitch on the way. It's going to hit the outside corner for strike 1.
See if Rancher can get something started for us.
1-1 pitch is on the way. Going to be hit right up the middle into center field. That is going to base hit to start off this one for Rancher Miller, as he will get to first on the hit. Hits it right in to center field in the gap there where nobody could get to it. And,
love to see it, man.
Right before he's about to pitch it every time, just call it again like that.
Okay, gotcha. I just got that feeling, man, tonight, you know.
Well, good. I'm glad you got that. Just keep it with you. All right, that brings up Taylor Kataya to the plate. Right fielder, batting second. Pitch is on the way. Outside corner for strike 1.
Might be looking to lay a bunt down right here, get Rancher over to second.
Oh, 1 pitch on the way. Showing bunt. He is going to lay it down the third base line, and it is going to be a beaut. He is going to be out at first. Coach Setterdahl is going to come and look at that one or ask about that one. It is Rancher Miller over to second, and it is Taylor Kataya being called out at first. But, I mean, what a beautiful bunt laid right down the third base line.
That's about as perfect as you can put it right there.
Yep, it is going to be first out for the Yellow Jackets. And that will bring up Matthew Lewis.
I think Coach Setterdahl is going to talk to him for a second.
It's okay to ask for a little bit of help.
Yeah, definitely. That's 2 close ones at first.
It was very, you know, I mean, Kataya could not have laid it down any more perfect than that. And, I mean, he turned the Jets on to get down the first error. Now give credit to Gomez at third. Yeah. He came up and made the scoop and made a heck of a throw, but I believe that Kataya was in time, but they don't care what we think.
No, they don't, man. They don't.
Never have, never will.
Yeah.
All right, so it is Matthew Lewis up to the plate now for the Yellow Jackets. He's going to lay down the bunt, lays it down third base again. Pitcher's going to pick this one up, throws it over to first. It is going to be a wild throw, and it is going to be runners at the corners. Rancher Miller now at third. Lewis with a base hit over to first, and that will be an error as well, I believe.
Yeah.
They're going to mark that error. So a hit for the Yellow Jackets, and then now an error on Mandeville.
It's a tough play coming off the mound like that, man. But
because your momentum was going the one way. He's got to come all the way across his body to make that throw.
And I think we could even see. I mean, he lost his footing a little bit right before he threw the ball. That's a tough play, man, but works out for us. So
yes, it did.
How about we steal?
Our replay official here, Coach Brian Berry, said he was out at first after he checked the replay. It was close, but he was out.
At least we know.
There you go. We don't have to question anymore. Jace Landry now at the plate, playing shortstop, batting fourth. First pitch to him is going to be in for strike one. Coach Brian Berry doesn't only work the camera, he's also our replay official.
Hey, man.
New title. Congratulations. No balls, one strike. Runners on the corners for the Yellow Jackets.
I think you called a steal. I think you wanted to steal. That's not a guess. We'll about to find out.
Landry looks in, going to throw it well. Pitcher makes the move towards third, turns around, and
I think he
Lewis was a little, he was a little off. Keeps it at no balls, one strike with one out and runners on the corners. Here's a pitch, going to be hit right towards the shortstop. It is going to get through the gap. That is going to score one. It will hold Lewis up at one. It'll be an RBI for Jace Landry.
That's what you want to see out of your best hitter right there,
absolutely.
Man.
Nice shot right there.
First baseman, number 18.
3 hits and the RBI for Landry now as the Yellow Jackets are now on the board with one out.
When your two captains are on first and second in the first inning, man, that'll definitely get you fired up.
And that will bring up Caden Boyer to the plate. First baseman, batting fifth tonight. Pitch is on the way to him. Swung on and missed. Took a good cut at it, though.
I wouldn't be surprised if he laid it down right here, too. First and second, trying to get him over to second and third right here.
Boyer, 0-1 pitch, going to swing on that one, a bit outside, and it is strike two. Boyer finds himself down in the count 0-2.
I think if you're Boyer here, you're definitely looking to put something in the right field for sure.
Runners on first and second. 0-2 pitch is going to be high for ball one. One ball, 2 strikes, so 1 out. One-two pitch on the way. Going to put the end of the barrel on that one. It is going to be a play over to second and out at first. So it's going to be a 4-6-3 to end the inning. But Yellow Jackets do get one across, so it'll be 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 left on base as we head to the top of the second. It is Denham Springs 1, Mandeville 0. Back after this, it is Yellow Jackets baseball.
Springs High School broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Cypress Pharmacy, the Bee's Knees Children's Boutique, Sport Clips, Forest Grove Plantation, Motad 1 Individual Sewage Treatment System, Denham Springs KOA on Vincent Road, and L. King Company. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
Going back in to Yellow Jackets baseball, it is a 1-0 lead for the Yellow Jackets as they get one run across in the bottom of that first. So it would be Rancher Miller getting across the plate. It'll be Mandeville now. It'll be Luke Lejeune in the 5 spot and playing first base. First pitch on the way to him, swung on a miss for strike 1.
Hopefully Klug can get us back in the dugout pretty quick again, man. Keep this momentum going.
Yep, absolutely. Get the snowball going downhill and let it keep going.
That's it.
A 1 pitch on the way to Lejeune, going to be down and away for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike, no outs. Pitch is going to be over to third base, and White unable to get the glove on it. It will go into left field. Daigle will field it and get it into the infield, but it will be a base hit for Luke Lejeune.
You know, even though it was a base hit right there, it's still good to see Klug filling it up right now, man. He looks settled in.
All right, in the 6th spot now, coming to the plate, number 9, Brody Hatchett, with a runner on first. Nobody out here, top of the 2nd. Throw over to first. We'll get Lejeune back in time. Klug will look in. Checks the runner, will deliver now. It's going to be fouled off the end of the bat, kind of. Took a weird kick there, but it'll be strike 1.
I wasn't going to say it again, man, but I was thinking it. I was thinking he was about to lay it down.
No, say it again. It's okay. It's okay to say it. You should say it. You should definitely say it.
All right.
No balls, 1 strike, no outs.
Well, I do think he's going to do it again. Right?
Throw over to first. We'll get Lejeune back in time. Oh, 1 pitch as Klug will look in. Will fire it. Going to be outside for ball 2. Excuse me, ball 1.
I think if you're Klug here, you just get it over the plate, man, and take the out, you know. You know what they're trying to do here.
1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on first, nobody out. Klug will deliver. It's going to be Bunnett on the third base side. Throw over to first. It's going to be in time. It will move the runner over to second, but it will be ground out for Hatchett. It will be out number 1.
That was a nice play, man. You saw him cheating in a little bit on that one for sure.
White with a great fielding, coming up there like you said, kind of sneaking up and making that play. Boye with the catch over at first. Yeah. It's going to be 1 out now. Runner at second base for Mandeville. And that brings up Cooper Tide to the plate. Batting in the 7 spot. Timeout called.
Oh, no. I used to hate that, man. Right in the middle of your windup, you call it. The umpire gives the batter time, man. That's how you get somebody hurt.
And at that, it really is at the umpire's discretion to grant it or not, correct?
Definitely. You definitely can't do it in the middle of a pitch, man.
Pitch to Tide going to be inside for ball 1. Yeah, I've seen there have been some really interesting major league at bats where the umpire does not grant it. And I mean, you want to talk about not happy.
Yes.
1-0 pitch on the way. That was to be popped up towards shortstop. Coming in, making the catch is going to be the left fielder, Slade Daigle, for out number 2.
It's a great pitch right there by Klug. It's exactly what you're trying to get him to do right there.
All right, so runner will be at second base with 2 outs. And it is James Anguza, designated hitter, in the 8th spot, coming up to the plate. Klug will look in, checks the runner at second, will fire it outside corner for ball 1.
Question mark corner right there, man. I think if I'm Klug, though, I'm definitely trying to work away on this guy. He's looks like he's pretty far off the white right there.
He is definitely far off the chalk there from the batter's box. 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on and missed for strike 1. 74-mile-an-hour floater right over the plate.
That's it, man. That's all you need sometimes, you know.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner on second.
He ain't got enough bat to reach the outside corner here, I don't think.
Klug will check the runner at second, and we will stop and reset it.
Was that a pitch clock violation? Yeah, that's a pitch clock violation. Yeah, they gave the...
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Crazy,
we have not, I think they're saying up here in the press box, they have not seen that 2-1 pitch on the way. That is going to be fouled into the backstop. Runner will go to third, but I was going to say it's just a strike. I thought he fouled it. No? Okay.
I don't know how that works with the pitch clock thing, though. Like, do they have an internal clock in their head or something?
We thought it was a foul up here. It looks like Coach Satterthal is okay with the call, apparently. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third now. Ball's going to be outside corner to make it a full count on 3 balls and 2 strikes to Anguza. So the runner, Lejeune, moves over to third on what we thought was a foul tip into the backstop here, but
definitely looked like it.
I mean, it sounded like it.
Yeah.
Payoff pitch on the way with 2 outs. Going to be outside corner for strike 3. It will strike him out for out number 3. So it'll be no runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on third. We will go to the bottom of the second. Denham Springs 1, Mandeville 0. Back after this on Yellow Jackets Baseball.
More saving for retirement approach involves the phrase, I'll get around to it someday. Edward Jones can help. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Scott Landry and Sims White can help. Stop by their office at 179 Del Orleans. That's Scott Landry and Sims White at Edward Jones, 179 Del Orleans, right across from the post office. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC. Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Welcome back in. It is Yellow Jackets Baseball. Denham Springs with the early lead here as we head to the bottom of the second. Denham Springs leading Mandeville 1-0. Coming up to the plate to start this second inning for the Yellow Jackets, it is going to be third baseman Gabe White.
I think if you're White here, you're definitely trying to keep the momentum going, man.
We'll just keep the hits coming.
That's it.
3 hits so far in the game up for the Yellow Jackets. First pitch on the way to White, going to hit it to the third baseman. Get it over to first for the 5-3 out. It was Gomez making the play at third. Getting it over to the first baseman, Luke Lejeune. And 1 out for the Yellow Jackets. Brings up designated hitter Josh Hogan. First pitch to him going to be outside for ball 1. Second pitch inside for ball 2.
Hogan off to a little bit of a slow start this year, but like I said earlier, man, it's a new season tonight. So
2-0 pitch, a little high, across the numbers for ball 3. That was a close one there. 3-0 pitch, watching all the way, absolutely, for strike 1.
I think everybody knew that
yes.
one.
Bat on the shoulder, don't move.
Yep, that's right.
3-1 pitch on the way, going to be outside for a walk.
And that's why we leave it on our shoulder
that's
right
right.
there.
Leave it in. That will put Lejeune at first. Brings up catcher number 36, Devin Reese, batting in the 8th spot now.
Yeah, man. Even when I had the green light 3-0, I still
I still
left
you had
the
to
bat
talk.
on my
Yeah,
shoulder.
okay, yeah, don't. Yeah. Oh, so you weren't even.
No, I wasn't even thinking about it.
No matter how
man.
big that meatball looked, it didn't
That's
matter.
it,
Right?
man. I was always nervous to pop up or something.
That's a long walk back to the dugout if you do that. 1 out, 1 runner on first for Denham Springs. Devin Reese will watch the first one come through for strike 1. Just touching that outside corner. So it'll be no balls on a strike for Reese. A 1 pitch on the way, going to be high across the letters for ball 2.
Then I'm saying pretty disciplined.
No, excuse me, 1 ball, 1 strike. Yep.
Early on in this one for sure.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And a runner on first. We'll throw it over to first to get Hogan back. Marce will look in now. Pitch is going to be on the way. That is going to be fouled on the third base side for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Josh Hogan at first. And Reese with the 1-2 count will step in. Pitch is on the way. That is going to be a nice little floater in for strike 3. How'd you feel about that pitch, Dawson?
That was a nice pitch, man.
I did too.
I think I would have buckled too right there.
72 mile an hour, that floater in
That's
again.
it, man. And it started it started at his freaking chin, you know, man. I mean, and dropped right down in the middle.
Brings up Slade Daigle, left fielder for the Yellow Jackets. First pitch on the way to him. Outside and away for ball 1.
It's also a good learning thing, you know. Now you took the pitch, you didn't swing at it and look like a fool, so now they don't know if you can hit it or not still.
1-0 pitch on the way. I want to be high for ball 2.
So next time when they float it in there, you know what it looks like, you know.
I think it was a good point there, like where it started and where it finished.
Oh, yeah, for sure,
completely
man.
different on that.
That's
2 balls.
a good foot drop.
Very,
for sure.
yes. 2 balls, no strikes with 2 outs and a runner on first for Denham Springs. 2-0 pitch on the way. It's going to be outside for ball 3. Put that bat on the shoulder, Slade. Try to make them work for it here. 3-0 pitch on the way. Going to just be on that outside corner for strike 1.
Would you say that both corners are question mark corners for the umpires?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, okay.
3-1 pitch on the way. That one is going to be high for ball 4, and that'll be another walk for the Yellow Jackets, and that'll put Josh Hogan at second and Slade Daigle at first, and it goes back to the top of the lineup with Rancher Miller. Rancher Miller did score in the first as he got a base hit over to first and was able to get all the way around for the first run of the night for the Yellow Jackets.
Need a repeat of that first at bat,
Yes.
and right back up the middle.
Runners on first and second now for Denham Springs with 2 outs and Miller at the plate. Pitch on the way. Miller going to put this one in to right field. It is going to be dropped by the right fielder. It is going to be 1 run in, and it will hold runners at first and third. Josh Hogan will score. Daigle will get to third, and Miller is in. At first, I was going to be at. Now they are going to roll that one in air, correct?
That was in air. In and out the glove, yeah. For sure. I think he had a bad read on that. He went back first, and then he realized he was too far back and hurried up and had to come in, and just wasn't in time, man.
It's Todd Cooper with the error, and it will bring up Taylor Kataya to the plate. And a 2-0 lead for the Yellow Jackets. With 2 outs, Kataya will step in. Runners on the corners.
Hey, you put the arrow on the wrong team. Oh, no, you did. You did it right.
Pitch is on the way, going to be well outside. Throw down to third. Back in time, but Slade Daigle made that one a little close there. Coach Shuttertall letting him know, hey, our gap is this, not this.
Exactly.
And runner moved over to second, so Rancher Miller now at second on that. It's going to be called a ball for 2 balls and no strikes to Taylor Kataya. First one was well outside, which caused the throw down to third.
Katoya had that perfect bunt the first inning, right?
Yes. Swung on and missed for strike 1 is Kataya.
I mean, 2 balls. Yeah,
2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. 2-1 pitch on the way. Outside for ball 3.
You got to throw you one right here. So I think if you're Katoya, I'm coming out of my shoes. We're taking ball 4.
Be a ball 4, and that'll load the bases up here. So Kataya will watch it. And let's see, is that the 3rd walk of the inning? Yeah. 3rd walk of the inning for Sam Marsh. And we've got a mound visit here. Is it a pitch and change or just a mound visit? What you got?
Oh, no. I think it's just a mound visit.
Yep. Quick little visit right there by the Skippers. All right, so 3rd walk of the night. Excuse me, 3rd walk of the inning, rather, for Sam Marsh.
Now batting the second baseman, number 3, Matthew Lewis.
Matthew Lewis, 3rd baseman. Excuse me, 2nd baseman. Coming in for the Yellow Jackets and batting in the 3rd spot with 2 outs and bases loaded. First pitch going to be inside for strike 1.
I think this guy on the mound for Mandeville has a slider and a curveball. One move side to side and one straight up and down.
1-0-1 pitch was on the way and outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yellow Jackets 2, Mandeville 0. So we play it in the bottom of the 2nd. Off the bat, down first base side for strike 2.
I think for Denham here, with the way Mandeville's playing defense these past couple of innings, you're just trying to put the ball in play and make him make a play.
1-2 pitch on the way, outside for ball 2.
I'm with you, Timmy. Let's get one of those.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch on the way, swung on, hit in 2. Right field. Todd Cooper will make the catch for that one, and that will end the inning, but it will be 1 run on no hits, 1 error. And Yellow Jackets get that run across. They lead at 2-0. We were headed to the top of the 3rd after this timeout on Yellow Jackets Baseball.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Welcome back in Yellow Jackets Baseball, Family Radio 91.9 FM on the web at johnfineproductions.com and streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. Make sure you give it a like, give it a subscribe. Certainly appreciate it, and great to have you along with us here at Denham Springs 2, Mandeville 0. First pitch on the way, going to be hit to third base, making the play over to first. That is going to be White over to Boye for out number 1.
See, now that's what I played in high school, man, was third base. And I liked it because you don't really have time to think,
That's
you know.
right.
Add all the balls just right there on you, 90% of the time.
Top of the order now for Mandeville. At the plate, it was Nathan Woodward, and the 9-hole spot for Mandeville as he grounded out from third over to first. First pitch on the way to Hickman. Hickman popped out the shortstop in the first for out number 1 in the top of the first. Pitch on the way. This is going to be fouled into the backstop for strike 1.
30.
One ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Pitch on the way inside for ball 2. Two balls and a strike for Hickman. 2-1 pitch on the way. Going to be just, I guess, a little low for ball 3.
He's not missing really by much at all. I think he's really settled in tonight, man.
3-1 pitch on the way. That one's going to be outside for ball 4. It'll be 1 out for Mandeville, and we'll bring up the third baseman, Peyton Gomez. See, Gomez was left stranded on second base. Actually, no, he was forced out at second for out number 2 back in the first. Throw over to first. We'll get Hickman back in time. Throw over to first again. Hickman back in time. Klug will look in. Delivers. Going to be just,
man.
I guess, a little high, huh? I mean, it looked pretty good.
Look right down the middle to me.
Look down the middle and just below the letters, but they will call it ball one. Throw back over to first. Boye will. Ball gets kicked around the dirt a little bit, but we'll get it over to Klug.
Definitely keeping him honest over there. First.
Absolutely, yes. 1-0 pitch on the way. That one is going to be outside corner, and a nice one right there by Klug for strike
really nice
one.
pitch.
You know, as a pitcher, I'm sure we call it the question mark corner, but
Yeah,
it's so
for
hard
sure.
to find your spot when it's not consistent.
Oh, I know, man.
1-1 pitch on the way, outside corner
See what I'm
again.
saying?
As I
As you
just
say
said
that,
it's hard to, they're going to call that one a ball for ball two. So it'll be 2 balls, 1 strike with 1 out, and a runner on first for the Skippers. Gomez. 2-1 count, pitch on the way, on the corner for strike 2.
I mean, 3 pitches in the exact same spot.
Pretty
but
much.
Not
I mean,
the same call.
the difference,
I don't know.
yeah.
It's a little weird, man.
Two balls, 2 strikes now for Gomez. Pitch on the way, going to swing on that one, hits it into the netting.
I think that was more of a defense swing. I think if you're Mandeville right here, you really don't know what he's calling either. So.
Good point. We'll throw it over to first. Making sure Hickman doesn't get too comfortable over there at first.
That's it, man.
Remember I got your football season ticket in the back of the truck?
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner is at first. Pitch on the way, swung on and fouled back into the backstop. And the count will remain at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You didn't hit him with the beat yet, huh? No.
2-2 pitch on the way, swung on, going to be hit to Jace Landry at shortstop. Play over to second base. Will get the out in time for out number 2. You get the leadoff runner out at second for out number 2.
That was a good pitch by
Gomez will be
Klug,
at
though.
first.
Couldn't quite turn the double play, but still what you want to see out of your starting pitcher for sure.
We'll bring up Tyler Fisher up to the plate for the Skippers. He was left at first base back in the first. First pitch going to be outside for ball 1 to him. That was fielder's choice for Landry over to second, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 1-0 pitch going to be fouled back into the netting for strike 1.
Lights are finally coming on, man.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on first base for the Skippers. Throw over to first.
And I don't know about you, man, but it's always been like this for me. When the lights cut on, it's definitely a different energy in the ballpark for sure.
Get you more.
Oh, yeah, man. I think it's easier to see, to be honest with you.
Well, it's 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung and hit that one right into the bricks on the
almost caught his
first
pitcher
base
over there
side.
on
Yeah.
deck.
Make it 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs for Fisher. Klug will look in. Pitch is on the way. Runner is going. Throw down to second is got him, and he is in time. Reese with the throw down to end the inning. And that will be no runs on no hits. They leave one stranded on base, and we go to the bottom of the third. It is Denham Springs 2, Mandeville 0. Back after this, it is Yellow Jackets baseball.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenck, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel.
Denham Springs High School broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Use Safe and Lock, Safe Voyage Tattoo, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, Liberty Auto Sales, the Law Office of Ivy Graham, 5-Star Printing, now located next to Big Mike's, and Sport Clips. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Welcome back in at 2, Yellow Jackets baseball. Yellow Jackets 2, Mandeville 0 as we head to the bottom of the third inning. So a nice throw down right there by the catcher, Reese.
Oh, man, that was
perfect.
it
was on the money.
Perfect.
I think the runner must have had a little,
it might have been a delayed steal, though. I don't know.
Because
he was out by like 10 foot.
Yes, it was not even close. Sam Marsh will remain on the mound for Mandeville. So a good start here through these first two for Denham Springs. Klug, who we had seen kind of get off to some rocky starts in the games that we had seen earlier, really has kind of settled in here earlier, and it has been a big difference. It's got some confidence in his team when they're at the plate.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think it's been the opposite for Klug this time, man. Hopefully he can just keep it going.
First pitch on the way to Jace Landry, going to be fouled back into the netting for strike one.
I don't want to be premature here, man, but I don't know if it was said it all in the locker room before the game, but it's like the Yellow Jackets are a new team tonight, man.
A one pitch on the way outside for ball one.
Here recently.
Yes. 1-1 pitch on the way to Landry. Landry will hit it to right field, and he'll hit it right to the right fielder, Cooper, for out number one.
Hey, man, you still like to see that. Like I said, before, Denham's bat's been coming alive, these first three innings, and we hadn't really seen much of that lately, but even that at bat right there, you line out to right field, it's still a good swing that they're putting on the ball, and, you really like to see that going into the playoffs for sure.
Brings up Boyer to the plate. First pitch to him going to be high for ball one. One-0 pitch on the way. Outside for ball two. Two-0 pitch, outside corner that this umpire loves sometimes for strike one.
We don't know. We're 50-50 right now.
That's right. I would say about 50-50. 2-1 pitch on the way. Boy laid the bat out, and this is going to be strike two, so he pulled it back. But what do you think the play was there?
I'm not sure you're supposed to do that right there.
2-2 pitch on the way to Boyer. This one's going to be swung on, looking for a blooper right over first base, and it is going to be in for a base hit for Boyer, as he will get over to first.
That's what we're looking for right there. Definitely need him to get going. He's a big part of the lineup, everyday starter. Been at this thing since the very beginning, and a senior leader on the team. Love to see that.
All right, so it will be base hit for Boyer, who's over at first, sends up Gabe White to the plate. First pitch on the way to White. He's going to swing on that one. Will be foul down the down the third base side. And Coach Senadol working quick there.
Nice play over there, man.
He scooped it up. Third in, so it'll be strike one for White. White grounded out to first, back in the second. A 1 pitch on the way. That one's going to be high and away for ball. Be 1 ball, 1 strike for Gabe. One ball, 1 strike, runner at first.
Y'all gonna scrimmage? We scrimmage Catholic today.
1-1 pitch on the way, swung on, and fouled behind the backstop for strike 2.
I mean, Bug and everybody, I mean, they played their twos, we played a lot of ours, and so Trevor get the ball. He's still
Caden Boyer over at first on that base hit. Nice little blooper over first base. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the way. That's going to be hit down the third base side. It is going to be fair territory. That is going to send Boyer to third. There's a play at third, and they're going to tag him out. Boyer trying to get all the way to third will be tagged out at third base.
I think you got to try it there, though, for sure. You're up 2 runs early in the game.
I was going to say, at that point, be a little aggressive.
Yes.
Yeah, aggressive. Nothing wrong with that, but it is out number 2 as Boyer is tagged out at third base. But it is going to be Gabe White at second. On a nice hit, third base side, stayed in fair territory. Josh Hogan doesn't need the hitter at the plate now. First pitch to him going to be called strike 1.
That was a nice job keeping that fair, man. That was far in.
A 1 pitch on the way, going to be well outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs for Denham Springs. They lead 2-0. Runner on second. That'll be ball 2. That's 2 hits in the inning so far for the Yellow Jackets. 2-1 pitch. Morris will look to second.
I think Hogan walked on 4 pitches his first time up, right?
Yes, he did.
And
he scored. Yep, and he scored.
Sure.
Yeah, he had a 3-1 count when he walked.
He's definitely staying disciplined tonight. We like to see that.
2-1 pitch on the way. That's going to be low and away for ball 3. Yep, that's right. It was 3-0, and he watched that one go through, and then the next one was well outside. Yep, that's right. Started the whole keep the bat on the shoulder conversation. 3-1 pitch on the way. Swung on for strike 2.
Tried to hold up there.
He tried. It's like, a little too far. Oh, bring it back, bring it back. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs and a runner on second now. Hogan will dig in. Payoff pitch on the way. Going to be outside for ball 4.
That's a well above average take right there.
Yes.
Man.
All right, sends Devin Reese to the plate for the Yellow Jackets. Let's see, he struck out for out number 2 back in the bottom of the second. On a 2-1 count when he made that strikeout. Runners on first and second now with 2 outs. Reese at the plate. First pitch will float in for strike 1.
He's having a good night behind the plate, man. He threw somebody out by 10 feet already. Now we'll see if we can try to get it going on the offensive side, man. Get a knock here.
0-1 pitch on the way to Reese. Going to be outside for ball 1. I'll make the count 1 ball, 1 strikes with 2 outs. Runners on first and second, and a 2-0 lead for the Yellow Jackets. 1-1 pitch on the way. That one's going to be a little bit high for ball 2. Now, one of those earlier was a strike.
Yeah, it was. It was a strike, then it was a ball, then it was a strike again.
50-50.
Yeah.
Timeout called on the field. Is that going to be on the pitcher?
Yes.
Yep. So that makes it a ball. Okay, that's the second time we've seen that tonight. Yep.
He was looking at second base, I guess, when I'm not sure. They may have a timer or something.
They've got to have something.
I didn't see any clocks around the field or anything.
Umpire discretion. So it'll be 3 balls and a strike now on the pitching delay by Sam Morris. Three balls and a strike with 2 outs. 3-1 pitch on the way. Fouled behind the backstop for strike 2. So it will be full count here with 2 outs for Devin Reese.
So just found out he does have a timer on.
Yes.
And he's calling it tonight. He called it against us too.
Payoff pitch on the way outside for ball number 4, and another walk for the Yellow Jackets. Second walk of the inning, back-to-back walks for Sam Morris, and bases are loaded.
Got a pinch runner for the catcher right here.
Gabe White at third, Josh Hogan at second, and Devin Reese at first. Who's going to be the
24?
Let's see, I need to get my roster so we can get our pinch runner in.
They're important, man.
Yeah, kind of.
They really are.
Pinch runner will be Philip Pago. All right, so we've got another mound visit by the Skippers. We'll send Slade Daigle to the plate for the Yellow Jackets. Let's see, back in the second. He was stranded at third, as Matthew Lewis would be the third out with Slade at third base.
Yeah.
All right, so Slade will step in with 2 outs and bases loaded here in the bottom of the third. First pitch on the way, fouled behind the backstop for strike 1.
Looking for a little spark out the 9-hole, man.
No time better than the present.
That's it.
0-1 pitch on the way, and that is going to hit Daigle directly in the back, and that will walk a run in for the Yellow Jackets.
Got their hottest hitter coming up right now, too.
All right, so Gabe White will walk it in. Hogan will move to third. It will be Pago at second as a base runner. And Daigle at first, and to the top of the lineup to Rancher Miller.
I think you're Denham, this is exactly who you want up at the plate right now.
Leadoff guy at the plate. 0-1 pitch on the way, going to be high and outside for ball 1.
Yeah, Rancher's definitely been seeing it really well these past few games.
Rancher with a base hit back in the first, also scored in the first. This one's going to be low and away for ball 2.
Really all year, man. He's up above 300, you know, on the year.
Still bull.
Fouled back into the netting for strike 2.
Saw you flinch, man.
I did. Well, I mean, it was coming right at me. Look. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and bases are loaded here for the Yellow Jackets. 3-0 lead over Mandeville. 2-2 pitch on the way, going to be outside for ball 3. All right, Rancher full count. Bases loaded. 2 outs, crank 1.
Here we go.
Runners are going. Payoff pitch on the way, going to be outside, and it's going to be a pass ball. 1 run will come in. Runner got to get back to second. Okay. 1 run does come in on the pass ball off the catcher, and it was ball 4. So Rancher will walk on ball 4. It's a little bit of chaos there.
Yeah, I think Slade Daigle had rounded second, thinking that the runner, thinking that Pago had gone home on that.
All right, and looks like we are going to have a pitching change timeout here from Denham Springs. It is now Yellow Jackets 4, Mandeville 0, 2 outs, and a pitching change and timeout coming up. We'll be right back after this. It is Yellow Jackets baseball.
Since 1898, the Livingston Parish News, an award-winning media outlet, has served as the news source for our community. The Livingston Parish News is available in print and online at www.livingstonparishnews.com. For complete and comprehensive coverage of what is making news in Livingston Parish, as well as Livingston Parish sports, we have you covered. Opinions, politics, lifestyle, and the arts. No matter how big or small the story, the Livingston Parish News is your source for community news in our parish. Serving Livingston Parish for more than 120 years, it's the Livingston Parish News.
Where can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm. Because State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is your one-stop shop in Denham Springs for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is ready to help. Visit betterwithbrandy.net for your surprisingly great rates today. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
We'll get back into Yellow Jackets baseball. So a nice 4-0 lead here by the Yellow Jackets as we play it in the bottom of the third. 2 runs in already for Denham Springs in this one. And with 2 outs, bases are still loaded, and it will be coming to the plate. Taylor Kataya.
8-0. 2 outs in the field. 6-1-7. Yeah. 50 pitches.
About as good a start as you could call for Denham Springs here. And we were talking earlier in the Sports Center Yellow Jackets warm-up how important to just get this game won and start getting, get that losing streak off your back. You were carrying 6 games into this one, and you come into this one against a team that you feel evenly matched against, your 16 and 17 seed, and they're coming in riding a 6-game win streak themselves, 8-2 in the last 10 games. You couldn't take this lightly.
No,
it seems like there's as you said earlier, a completely different mindset with the Yellow Jackets here.
Definitely. I mean, I think they look a whole lot more locked in tonight for sure, man. They're doing everything right, and it seemed to be like the past 8 or 9 games they've been doing everything wrong.
And the games that we saw here was Caleb Klug getting off to a rocky start, which just kind of made the Yellow Jackets behind the 8 ball, and then when you're in the batter's box, you're trying to do so much to try to make that up. So here, you're just relaxed. Now you're just playing baseball.
That's it, man. And I think that's when Denham plays their best baseball, man. Is when they're relaxed and just having fun out there, When you start feeling like a kid again, that 6-year-old kid that was excited to get to the ballpark, man, that's when you start having fun.
All right, Kataya back in the first. It was out number 1 as he grounded out the first. He walked in the second and was left stranded there at first. So he will step in now with a 4-0 lead and 2 outs, bases loaded. First pitch on the way. Drop that one in for strike one. Trying to get the new pitcher's number for you. I can't see it back there. We'll get that for you. Stay tuned.
33.
0-1 pitch is on the way. That one's going to be high and away for ball one. 33. That is Jacob Bernard.
That's what we'll say, Bernard.
Yep.
Looks like Bernard for sure.
Definitely changed a little bit. Feeling like he's throwing hard.
1 ball, 1 strike on the way. Going to be well outside for ball two.
Yeah, we'll just ask Darren. He's from over there that way.
Darren, this looks like a name from your place.
Bernard, okay.
If Darren says that, it's okay.
That's it.
That's what it is. Shell Nation. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs on the way. It's going to be strike two for Kataya. So it'll make it 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs, and bases are loaded. 4-0 Yellow Jackets with the lead here in the bottom of the third. Pitch is on the way. That's going to be hit to the third baseman. Throw over to first is going to be in time to end the innings, but it is going to be 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, 3 left on base, and we will head to the top of the fourth. It is Denham Springs 4, Mandeville 0. Back after this on Yellow Jackets Baseball.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
With Bank Plus, your account is always just a tap away. Bank anywhere, anytime with free Bank Plus mobile banking. Pay bills, transfer funds, and check your account day or night with the Bank Plus mobile app. Deposit checks with the snap of a photo. Keep tabs on your account with transaction alerts. Lost your debit card? Disable it instantly from your smartphone. Then turn it back on when you find it. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Welcome back in, Yellow Jackets Baseball. We will head to the top of the fourth.
Leading off the fourth is the left fielder number 5, Tyler Fisher.
Let's see, where are we at? Fisher. Yep. First pitch to him going to be strike one. Tyler Fisher, left fielder, will lead off this fourth. Swung one for strike one. 0-1 pitch. Will be inside for ball one. 1-1 pitch, outside corner, but just a little low for ball two.
Still a really nice pitch by Klug right there.
Two 2-1 pitch, low and away for ball three.
Got to get back in there.
Throw
right
some
now,
strike.
man. For sure.
Three 3-1 pitch on the way. Inside corner for strike one. Excuse me, strike two. Klug battles back. Payoff pitch on the way. Swung on and hit into foul territory on the first base side.
Think if you're Klug here, no free passes, man.
Attack. Payoff pitch on the way. Got him swinging. Strike three and out number one. What a pitch right there by Caleb Klug for out number one.
Man, that was nasty right there. Started behind him and finished right over the middle of the plate.
We'll send up the pitcher, Sam Morris. He was actually replaced in the previous inning. First pitch to him going to be high towards the face for ball one. So let's see, Mars only his second time up to the plate tonight. Popped out for out number 3 back in the first. Swung on and hit back out of play on the first base side for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Pitch on the way. This one's going to be hit into center field. Rancher Miller will step up and make the catch for out number 2. All right, so Yellow Jackets making some quick work here in the top of the fourth.
Klug is dialed in, man. He's looking really good.
First pitch on the way will be to Luke Lejeune. See, Lejeune led off the second, and he got all the way to third before he was left stranded there. First
Only
pitch
one
to him
make
is
it
ball
to third
one.
tonight.
Yep. Lejeune will hit this one to third base. Over to first to Boyer. It will be a 5-3 out to end the inning from White over to Boyer, and that will do it. It will be no runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on, and we will go to the bottom of the fourth. Yellow Jackets 4 and Mandeville 0. Back after this, it is Yellow Jackets baseball.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts. 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grub.
Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston. The #1 choice in cleanup and restoration is Serve Pro of Livingston. Whether it's water damage, fire damage, mold, storm, or construction issues, let the highly trained professionals at Serve Pro of Livingston clean and restore your property and make it like it never happened. Serve Pro of Livingston is prepared for just about anything and is open 24/7, so Serve Pro is faster to any disaster. Serve Pro of Livingston, Florida Boulevard, Denham Springs. Soon to be at the old Albertsons. Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston.
Welcome back in to Yellow Jackets baseball. Trying to get our camera situation here. Here's one second, folks. I got help me out here if you can, Dawson, while I get this set.
Yeah, man.
In case I get caught looking. There we go. All right, welcome back. All right, so it will be Matthew Lewis to lead off this fourth. Four nothing Yellow Jackets with the lead. First pitch to him is going to be inside for ball one. This one going to be back into the backstop for ball two on a pass ball.
Making it kind of easy on old Lewis at the plate right now, man. Those two weren't really close.
How much going to be inside corner for strike one?
Right as I say that.
That's right. You jinxed that one for sure, Dawson. Good job. 2-1 pitch going to be swung on and hit to the right fielder, and he loses it in the lights. You can't see it. It is going to be Lewis all the way to second, coming into third, and he will slide in, and he is in with a triple over at third as he makes it all the way to third base. And, you know, the right fielder there, Cooper Todd, has been having a rough night out there. He had an error earlier in the game, and that one obviously clearly just lost that in the lights.
Definitely. I think once Lewis saw that, too, he was off to the races, man. He was thinking three the whole way. That's a great hustle play by him, too.
And, man, you got to be impressed by the wheels that Matthew Lewis has.
Oh, yeah,
he was trucking. Jace Landry at the plate now, your shortstop and 4-hole hitter. First pitch is going to be a floater in for him for strike one.
That's why they always tell you to run it out, man. If you ever hit a pop-up to the outfield, you should be standing on second base when they catch it.
A 1 pitch on the way. Swung on, going to be hit right towards the gap. They throw it over to first for out number 1.
That was a good piece of hitting right there.
So Landry will be out at first. Out number 1, but Lewis will easily score to make it Denham Springs 5 at Mandeville 0. Nice, yeah, as you said, nice piece of hitting right there. Brings up Caden Boyer. First pitch to him. It's that inside corner for strike one. Swung on and missed by Boyer. Chased the high one there. Makes it 1 ball and 1 strikes. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Need another one of them bloop singles right here for Boyer.
First one.
Oh, no. He's kicking himself for that one because he moved out the way.
It was well inside, and boy, instead of letting it, instead of taking one for the team.
That's right.
Caden's dad, Mark Boyer, up here in the press box, and they are letting him have every piece of it. 1-2 pitch on the way. That one's going to be outside, and he swung on, but he will throw it down to first to make the out official for out number 2. So Boyer should be at first.
Yeah.
But instead, he will be out number 2, and it will bring up third baseman number 17, Gabe White, to the plate with 2 outs, and bases are now clear, but a run in for the Yellow Jackets.
Yep, instead now he gets to hear Dad over here.
First pitch on the way to White. Going to be outside for ball 1. See, grounded out to third in the second and scored in the third as he had a double. Yes. Pitch on the way to him, swings at that one for strike 1. That one was coming in a little high, and he went after it.
He just kept that one, his last at bat, fair down the line.
1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch on the way, hit to the shortstop. Over to first for out number 3. It'll be a 6-3 play to end the inning. There'll be 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, nobody left on base, and we will go to the top of the 5th. Denham Springs 5, Mandeville 0. Back after this timeout, it is Yellow Jackets baseball.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts. 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends. Locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Haskell Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston. The #1 choice in cleanup and restoration is Serve Pro of Livingston. Whether it's water damage, fire damage, mold, storm, or construction issues, let the highly trained professionals at Serve Pro of Livingston clean and restore your property and make it like it never happened. Serve Pro of Livingston is prepared for just about anything and is open 24/7, so Serve Pro is faster to any disaster. Serve Pro of Livingston, Florida Boulevard, Denham Springs. Soon to be at the old Albertsons. Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston.
Welcome back in. Yellow Jackets Baseball, Family Radio 91.9 FM on the web at johnfineproductions.com and streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. That's at DS Jacket Vision, all one word. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, most importantly, and start talking some smack to Darren about being from Chalmette or something.
Right, right.
Darren, what fun is it if we can't give you any of the business?
Man.
Being that you're taking tomorrow night off must be nice.
Hey, I give him a hard
I'm going
time
to the LSU
all
baseball
the time,
game, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Darren, some of us had to work. I guess you must be the other guy.
Man, right.
First pitch on the way. This is going to be cranked towards center field, but actually catching it in the left field side as Rancher Miller, as he was floating over from center field. I mean, that looked like a nice shot to the gap right there by Brody Hatchett. If that one got down, that was going to be an easy stand-up double, probably.
Oh yeah, definitely, man.
Because you know that turf,
Rancher's
you never
got
can
some
tell.
wheels out there in the center, man. Ain't much falling out there.
Brings up Cooper Tide to the plate now for Mandeville. First pitch is going to be ball 1 to him. One ball, no strikes on the way. It's going to be hit to Boyer at first. We'll throw it over to Klug. And it will be out number 2. Boyer with the toss to Klug off the pitcher's mound, and easy step on the bag for out number 2.
And Klug's making quick work, man.
He really has.
He's only at 59 pitches on the night.
He's not gotten very deep into the game here. Excuse me, deep into any bad situation.
Yeah.
I mean, remember the one game we had with him, he had 100 pitches. He's half of that right now. Brings up James Anguza. It'll be strike 1 for him. As he looked that one in. This is going to be hit to Landry. Landry will get it over to Boyer at first, and that will do it for the top of the 5th. It will be no runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on base, and we go to the bottom of the 5th. It is Denham Springs 5, Mandeville 0. We are back after this timeout. It's Yellow Jackets baseball.
Denham Springs High School broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Duke's Seafood and Steakhouse, Brandon Rishu with Smart Move Real Estate, Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care, Coconut Willie's Daiquiris, Mashan and Associates, General Contractors, and Creighton Outpatient Clinic. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
Welcome back into Yellow Jackets baseball. Denham Springs 5, Mandeville 0. Got to give a quick shout out to our man, Mr. Robert Graves, as always, tuned in, watching this one tonight from the man cave.
Oh man,
Have you seen it?
That's the man right there, bro.
We love Mr. Robert, man. I got to go behind the curtain and see the.
Did you really?
See all the files, all the secret files.
Oh man,
I had my own file waiting for me when I got there.
Yes.
Some of the stuff I was like, how can I use this information? Because there's so much of it. He has a wealth of knowledge. And our resident historian here at John Fine Sports Productions, Mr. Robert, hope you're enjoying the game. Great to have you along with us. All of you watching at DS Jacket Vision, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. See some of y'all watching there. And great to have you along with us. As always, we're on Family Radio 91.9 FM and streaming live on the web at johnfineproductions.com. And of course, happy to be with you at DS Jacket Vision as we continue to expand our coverage of Denham Springs athletics, football, new pitcher. All right, so we're on our 3rd pitcher now for Mandeville. It's 16. Yep, you try that one.
Lakeland Wilt.
Okay.
That's fine.
Wilt Lakeland.
Yeah.
Landland?
Darren.
Mr. Brother Martin grad over here. Crusaders.
Lakeland.
All right,
We'll
so let's see. 3rd pitcher of the night now for Mandeville. Yeah, Mars started off, Bernard came in. Did not last long, and now we're on to Lakeland. Where's that? Lachlan. First pitch, it's going to be Josh Hogan in for the Yellow Jackets. Could be Lachlan.
That's a good
Do you
point.
see it now?
Yeah, I see it.
1-0 pitch to Hogan, going to be across the plate, but low for ball 2. Let's see, Hogan, 2 runs on the night.
Hey, man. He's having a good night.
He has been having a good night at the plate. That one's going to be across the letters for strike 1. Let's see, he walked in the second and walked in the third.
Yeah.
So he's been having a good eye.
That's it, man. Seeing a lot of pitches.
2 balls and a strike now for Hogan. 2-1 pitch on the way. Going to hit it down the first base side for a foul.
Biggest thing for him, too, is, like, he's staying disciplined, man. Like, we hadn't really seen that lately as of late, really, with any of them. And, you know, tonight is just like the flip of a script.
Two balls, 2 strikes on the way to Hogan. That one is going to be, I guess, a bit low for ball 3. I mean, it was coming across the plate, so it had to be too low.
Yeah. We'll see if we can go 3 for 3 right here.
Payoff pitch, yeah. Can he? And he will.
There we go.
And he will. He'll do it. 3 walks on the night for Josh Hogan. I think you call that patient at the plate.
That's it, man. That's it.
Yellow Jackets 5-0 lead here over Mandeville in the bottom of the 5th. Brings up Devin Reese to the plate now. Had that great throw out down to second earlier.
Definitely laying it down right here.
Reese will show bunt. Because on the third base side, throw over to first will be in time, but will move the runner. So
Nice
Hogan
bunt.
will make it over to second, and it will be out number 1 for Denham Springs.
That's what you call an
Hogan with the
unselfish at bat.
unselfish at bat, yes.
Now batting the left fielder, 6, Slade Daigle.
And there just seems to be you had said it earlier, there just seems to be a different ease here with this
for
team
sure.
tonight. That the way they got off to that start, 1 run in the first, 1 run in the second.
Well,
and
they're
from
getting
then,
behind their
yes.
starting pitcher.
Correct.
You know,
Oh, absolutely.
they're getting behind their starting pitcher, and he's bringing energy tonight for sure.
He's bringing, yes.
He looks really, really good.
Brings up Slade Daigle to the plate for the Yellow Jackets. With 1 out. First pitch on the way. Daigle will foul this one out of play on the first base side for strike 1. Arnold on second base for the Yellow Jackets. A 1 pitch on the way. Outside corner for strike 2.
Back on that corner again right there.
Yeah, we still going with 50% still?
It might be like 60-40 now.
Is it trending in our direction?
No.
Okay. 0-2 pitch on the way. Going to be swung on and hit out of play behind the backstop. Count will stay at 0-2. 1 out, runner at second base. Hogan on his 3rd walk of the night was able to reach on the sacrifice bunt by Devin Reese.
He pulls the ball.
0-2 pitch on the way, swung on and hit into foul territory on third base. Count will stay at 0-2.
Definitely battling up there, man. Keeps fouling off good pitches. Try to get some insurance right here for sure for the Yellow Jackets.
0-2 pitch on the way, fouled back into the netting.
Can't ever score too much, man.
No, never. I'm not going to bring up the game, but you all know. Timeout called by the batter. Daigle will step out. We'll reset and do it again with no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on second. 0-2 pitch on the way, going to be in for a ball. Thought that was going to be called strike 1. Excuse me, strike 3 rather.
Yeah.
I think it was floating in again.
I think the catcher dropped it. I think it was there, but he dropped it.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way, swung on, hit into the gap on the left field side, and it is going to be runners at the corners as you head to the top of the lineup with Rancher Miller coming to the plate. Going to be a hit for the Yellow Jackets. Slade Daigle with a nice hit into the gap between third and shortstop. Moves Hogan over to third. Daigle at first and to the top of the lineup with Rancher Miller.
Another RBI opportunity right here for Rancher. Yeah, I'd say they're definitely on the move here from first base.
Oh yeah, I mean you make them make a throw there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
First pitch on the way, showing bunt. That one was up in the air, which you don't want to do.
No.
For strike 1.
I think they might let Daigle steal
So I mean,
this
yeah,
time.
yeah. Okay, so and then so
you try to draw the throw.
you show,
You
show
try
the
to draw
bunt to
the
get
throw
them
to
in.
second.
Yeah, got it.
Which they also do a play where they stop halfway and try to get the throw.
Runner
Like
is
that,
going,
right there.
and yep, just like that. Yeah. So explain that, Dawson.
So that's to try to get the pitcher to balk right there, and which would make the run from third come home without ever having to do anything.
Correct.
And you get to move the runner from first to second as well, and he's in scoring position. So either way, it really works out for you in that instance, because even if he gets caught in the rundown right there, throwing back and forth, this guy has enough time to get home.
Correct. Timeout called again at the plate by Rancher Miller, who has a 0-1 count with 1 out. Now runners at second and third.
Need another one of those line drives back up the middle.
Yes.
Like we seen in the first inning. First pitch of the game, actually, wasn't it?
0-1 pitch on the way. That is going to get off the catcher's glove, and Rancher Miller, it is going to be Hogan coming in to score. Make that another run for the Yellow Jackets. Went off the catcher's glove and into the backstop and gave enough time for Hogan to walk it in. There was no play at the plate, but that also sends Slade Daigle over to third now. So it is 1 out with 1 ball, 1 strike to Rancher Miller, and another run in and a runner on third. Gonna have a little mound visit here by the Skippers.
I'm calling a suicide squeeze right here.
Okay.
Okay. And that's when the runner takes off.
Yeah, explain why you're doing it right here if you're Coach
You're
Dawson.
up 6, and it's, late in the game. Just trying to scratch another run. Why not?
More insurance.
Exactly.
You got 1 out.
Right.
Now, obviously that makes that decision, easier for you with the 1 out.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, it's like we were saying earlier, they're having a hard time fielding the bunt off the mound right now, especially coming off your backside and then having all your momentum go one way and having to throw it another way. That's a hard play on a pitcher, Or even a catcher that's got to spin all the way around.
68-mile-an-hour pitch in for a ball. Make it 2 balls and 1 strike.
I think they're letting him swing away, though.
2-1 pitch is on the way. Going to be high across the letters for ball 3. 3-1 pitch on the way, swung on, hit out of play on the first base side. Count will remain, nope, that'll actually make it 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Excuse me. Payoff pitch for Rancher Miller coming up. Roxon fires, pitch on the way, and it is going to be low and outside for ball number 4. That will send Rancher Miller to first base. We'll keep Daigle at third. And we'll send up Taylor Kataya to the plate for the Yellow Jackets. Got another timeout on the field by Mandeville. You got to give a little credit to the music guy here at Denham Springs. Now, for those of y'all who aren't here for batting practice in the beginning, when Mandeville was out there, he plays this nice little smooth jazz, little piano music while they're out there taking their infields. And,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun. It's the same song. It gets me every time. It's just don't let me get too excited.
I watched it for the short stubby girl, and then I was like, this picture never comes out. Yeah. She would do dancing and stuff. Yeah, she was awesome.
Trying to get my scorecard sheet here, right? I switched it up today because I like the layout of the one I had tonight opposed to the one I've been using the last couple of weeks. So my runs and hits are in different places, so now I'm backwards on it.
I'd 100% saying that Rancher is stealing right here.
Kataya will step in. Rancher is going. Kataya will show the bunt. Will go into the backstop, and it will be strike 1 to Kataya.
The fastest kid in the freaking park.
Let's see. Kataya grounded out for out number 3 back in the third, and he was out number 1.
Yeah,
if on a ground out to first back in the first.
If you're Kataya there, I know you're up 6 right now, but you got to take that one and let Rancher take second.
Runners on the corners. 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on and hit into foul territory on the third base side, out of play for strike number 2. So Kataya finds himself down in the count early in this one, 0-2. So not taking that take in the first one has changed the whole dynamic of this at bat
for sure.
Throw over to first. Miller will get back in time.
I definitely see him on the move again right here.
Denham Springs 6, Mandeville 0 as we play it in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch on the way, going to be hit towards the gap, and it will get into the gap between the left and center. Run will come in. Will be a RBI throw to second. Will be a pass ball on the second baseman, and another run will come in. So is that an RBI, an error with the 2 runs? How do you score that?
No, that's just an RBI double. I mean, they just didn't get it back in time. He was safe. But that's how you, I mean.
Yep. So that's 2 runs in.
That's exactly why Rancher is on the move right there. Come all the way around from first because of that.
Kataya with a 2 RBI double.
Yeah, I think once Sedatal saw that the shortstop for Mandeville was turning to throw to second, he just went ahead and sent Rancher because he knew the throw wasn't coming home.
We have a pitch and change here, so we will take a pitch and change time out. It is bottom of the 5th inning, Denham Springs 8, Mandeville 0. We are back after this. It is Yellow Jackets baseball.
If you're a small business owner in the Denham Springs area, think about everything you need to help your business succeed. You need a plan, happy customers, steady cash flow, and an insurance agent that gets you. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson runs a small business in the Denham Springs community area too, and she understands the unique needs of local business owners. She will make it easy to choose the right protection at the right price, because one thing you don't need is insurance stress. Call State Farm agent Brandy Robertson for your small business needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Peak Performance Physical Therapy is excited to announce the opening of our newest clinic location in Watson. We are located at 32871 Highway 16 at the corner of Amy Church Road and Highway 16. And don't forget about our Denham Springs clinic located at 145 Aspen Square next to Spectrum Fitness Club. At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, we treat the athlete and everyone.
Welcome back in to Yellow Jackets Baseball. It is on Family Radio 91.9 FM. It is on the web at johnfineproductions.com and streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. Make sure you give it a like, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for everything we are doing here. We know Game 2 tomorrow will be same time as tonight, 6 o'clock, Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up start up for you. And it will be 6:30 first pitch, and then, of course, the Yellow Jackets with the opportunity to close it out tomorrow night. So Dawson, obviously, with a 8-0 lead here over Mandeville in this one, if you can close it out tomorrow and not have to go to a Game 3, you give yourself a little bit more opportunity to get a rest.
For sure ideal.
Yes.
Right there.
And then you have the number 1 seed, Live Oak, right down the street. Now, the best part about this, you're going to a park that you're familiar with.
Exactly.
You're going to a team that you're familiar with. And
you got 3 games against them.
It's a district rival, yeah, and it's you just go in there and what I think when you're going into a situation like that where you just want to force a Game 3 because that's where anything can happen.
Exactly.
They have their guy. They're going to throw him. Okay, fine. We're going to get our guy. Hey, and if Clue can come out and throw like he is tonight.
Yeah, they'll have Sawyer Pruitt, their ace, going against ours, which is Clue tonight. They'll have those 2 going the first game out there at Live Oak for sure. Everybody knows that one. So I think that'll be the one that everybody's really, I think that'll be the deciding factor right there, to be honest with you, in that series. So that'll be a fun one to watch.
That would be, yes. We'll be there for it. Should the Yellow Jackets be able to close this one out here. Matthew Lewis at the plate. Going to be a pass ball into the backstop, and that will send Kataya over to third on a wild pitch. I think it hit right in front of the catcher. Let's see, what did Lewis do? He scored back in the 4th and popped out in the 2nd for out number 3.
Yeah.
Did reach second base back in the 1st.
And I mean, I'm a firm believer in, I don't care if it's 20-0, man. We're still stealing bags and moving up on pass balls and stuff like that, man. We're trying to make a statement. It's the first game of the series right now, and you got to. It's playoff time, man. You don't really show no mercy in that at all.
2-0 pitch on the way. That one's going to hit the outside corner for strike 1 to Lewis. It'll be 2 balls, 1 strike with 1 out and a runner on third. Pitch on the way, hit to the shortstop. It will score a run. Throw over to first is in time. That will retire Lewis for out number 2. But Kataya will come in for the score.
It's like I was saying earlier, man, that's non-selfish at bats, and that's what you're looking for right now. Especially, like I said, first game of the playoffs right now, this is when you want everything to start clicking, and it really looks like it is for the Jackets tonight.
That's 4 runs in this inning now for the Yellow Jackets.
Keep them coming, man.
Yeah. First pitch going to be a strike for Jace Landry. 0-1 pitch on the way. Cranks this one in to right field. Right fielder drops back and will make the catch on that one for out number 3. All right, it's going to be 4 runs. I think it's 4 hits. 1 runner left on. No errors. And that will do it for the 5th inning. We will head to the top of the 6th. It is Denham Springs 9, Mandeville 0. Back after this on Yellow Jackets Baseball.
Demco believes that championing youth programs helps pave the way for a brighter future. From building the next generation of leaders with the Youth Cooperative Ambassador Program to giving students the chance to visit Washington, D.C. as part of the Rural Electric Youth Tour, our dedication is clear. At DEMCO, we power youth. Learn how you can participate at demco.org. That's demco.org.
Personal injury?
Boyer, A-Bear, and On-Gel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, A-Bear, and On-Gel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, A-Bear, and On-Gel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, A-Bear, and On-Gel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, A-Bear, and On-Gel.
As we welcome back into Yellow Jackets baseball, 9-0 Yellow Jackets with the lead over the Mandeville Skippers. We play it in the top of the 6th inning now. Klug still on the mound for the Yellow Jackets. First pitch will be to Nathan Woodford for a ball. Woodford in the 9-hole spot will take a swing and put this one in the foul territory on the third base side for strike one. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Grounded out to first in the third. Only his second at bat here for the Skippers and for Woodward. This one's going to be hit to Jace Landry at shortstop. Makes the throw over to first to Boyer and records the out.
Man, he's good.
Yes, Landry is putting on a show here tonight, and that shortstop position, the way he made that one, catching it, the leaping throw over to first to Boyer to record out number 1.
Not everybody can make that play for sure, man.
Moves it to the top of the order here for Mandeville. It'll be Mason Hickman. Pretty quiet night for him. Popped out in the first. Third inning, he was hit by a pitch, reached second base before the inning ended. First pitch to Hickman, that was a ball, huh? Ball 2. Two-0 pitch on the way, swung on and missed for strike 3, and out number 2. Oh yeah, you're right. There's 2 balls and a strike. I mean, 2 balls now, 1 strike. Yes, thanks, Darren. Get him out of here. 2-1 pitch on the way. This one is going to be hit into foul territory down at the third base line. That's strike 2. Now go get him on the strike 3.
Yep, that's right. In your defense, he did walk away.
Well, yeah, and he looked like, I was like, is he going back to the, I'm like, I'm sitting here tallying up other stuff and thought I may have missed it. 2-2 pitch on the way. That one's going to be high for ball 3.
And the way you called it, you had me believing it. Okay.
Payoff pitch on the way, going to be swung on and hit back into the fencing for the count remaining at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah. 3-2 pitch from Klug on the way, swung on. This one is going to be cranked towards the gap in right field, and it will be caught by the right fielder, Taylor Kataya, for out number 1. Kataya and Miller came up, and Kataya made the out. Is that out 2?
Nice
yeah,
hit,
sorry,
man.
geez. Out
Some
number
good
2.
communication out there. It's pretty easy when you're working with guys that you've been working with there for 4 years now, so.
Peyton Gomez at the plate. First pitch to him is going to be on that inside corner for strike 1.
And Klug's really impressive tonight.
He is. He has been on it tonight, no doubt. 0-1 pitch on the way. hit into the Mandeville dugout for
Watch
strike
out over
2.
there.
Had a laser coming.
Been pretty quiet over there. I'm sure that woke them up a little bit.
0-2 pitch on the way will be high and off the glove of Reese for ball 1.
I think that one just got away from him a little bit.
Well, when you're feeling it like that, you're
Yeah, man. Just trying everything out. Why not?
See if he'll chase this. 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on. Going to be a little blooper down the first base side as Boye tried to make a diving catch for it, just unable to get it. That would have ended the inning. But nice hustle right there by Caden Boye. Laid out for it right there. 1-2 pitch on the way. This one's going to be popped up behind the backstop and will go out of play. We'll keep the count at 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on here for the Skippers. Only 2 hits on the night.
It's nice to see that, though, even after that right there when he slid and missed it, man. He's still joking with his second baseman. That just
1-2 pitch and did get him swinging on that one. It is strike 3 and out number 3. So for Mandeville, this has been easy for them tonight. No run, no hits, nobody left on, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It is Denham Springs 9, Mandeville 0. Back after this, it is Yellow Jackets baseball.
Denham Springs High School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision are brought to you in part by Cypress Pharmacy, the Bee's Knees Children's Boutique, Sport Clips, Forest Grove Plantation, Modad 1 Individual Sewage Treatment System, Denham Springs KOA on Vincent Road, and L. King Company. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
No pain, no gain might apply to football, but not your teeth. If you have toothache pain, gain relief with Dr. Michael Sharola. Emergencies are seen the same day. Dr. Sharola and his staff treat all phases of dentistry, including Zoom whitening procedures. Michael Sharola was an all-state Denham football and baseball player, and you'll feel all-world by visiting him. Call 665-3100 or visit Dr. Sharola in Watson next to the post office.
Welcome back in, Yellow Jackets Baseball, Family Radio 91.9 FM, the web at johnfineproductions.com, streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. It is Denham Springs 9, Mandeville 0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, and we have another new pitcher now for Mandeville. It is going to be Luke Landry, 4th pitcher of the night for the Skippers. That's when you know it's not going well for you.
No, it's definitely not a good sign for sure. For us it is, though, but...
Well, so impressed with Clue coming in.
Oh, yeah.
And the stuff that he's been delivering here, and then the hits that the All Jackets are piling up. I mean, 9 runs, 8 hits. You've held Mandeville to no runs on 2 hits. Only 1 error in the game scored.
Right.
I mean, it's...
Got a chance to walk it off and end it early here, too.
Yes. First pitch on the way to Boye will be strike 1. 0-1 pitch on the way, outside corner for ball 1. One pitch, swung on, hit back behind the backstop for strike 2.
Fucking terrible.
1-2 pitch being delivered, swung on, hit out of play on the first base side. Count will remain at 1 ball, 2 strikes. I would say that Boye is due here tonight.
For sure, man. Need another one of them bloop singles like we have.
1-2 pitch on the way, swung on, hit right up the middle for a base hit into center field.
Very nice piece of 2-strike hitting right there.
Yes.
Shorten up and put it right back where it came from.
As I said, he was due.
That's it, man. You called that one.
I called that. You've had yours, I've had mine. Darren, what are you going to do tonight?
He's telling us about how to pronounce the name.
Right. All right, that will send Gabe White to the plate for the Yellow Jackets. With no outs and a runner on first. First pitch going to be high and inside for ball one.
Pinch runner in for the Jackets, number 2, Max Thigpen.
Yep, we saw Max the other night. Max Thigpen coming in as the pinch runner for Boyer.
He's got some wheels too, man. He can move.
One ball, no strikes. Pitch on the way. This one's going to be hit into foul territory on the first base side, and excuse me, will go out of play for strike one. So Yellow Jackets trying to end it here, huh?
Definitely.
With this run. No outs with the runner on first. Pitch on the way, going to be low, and outside is going to be off the catcher's mitt, and it will send Thigpen over to second base. So now
that's a good read right there.
That is a very good read, and just off the glove on the pitch there was enough room for Thigpen to take second.
It's a big run right there at second base, man. You can end the game right there.
2 balls and a strike. Pitch on the way. This is going to be hit behind the backstop. Out of play for strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runner on second. A winning run at second. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed for strike number 3. That's a strikeout for Gabe White and out number 1 of the inning. Brings up your designated hitter, Josh Hogan, to the plate. He has scored 3 times tonight and walked all 3 times.
Seen a lot of pitches, man.
He has seen a lot of pitches and been very patient. With 1 out, runner on second, Hogan will step in. Pitch is on the way, swung on and missed for strike 1. He was trying to send that one into outer space.
I don't blame him one bit either.
A 1 pitch on the way, going to be outside for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Pitch on the way. Low and away for ball 2.
Just got a feeling, man, after 3 walks, he's about to tear into one right here.
Max Thigpen at second base for the Yellow Jackets. Pinch running for Boyer. Pitch is on the way. Going to foul that one on the third base side for strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Pitch on the way to Hogan. Going to be low and away for ball 3. Hogan will find himself with a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch is on the way. Swung on and missed for strike 3 and out number 2. Hogan will go down swinging. Hogan wanted that one bad. 3 walks on the night. Has been on base every night and scored 3 times. And that one Could you want it maybe a little too much there?
I think so. I think it was more of like he's just anxious and wanted to swing the bat there.
Devin Reese steps up to the plate now for the Yellow Jackets with 2 outs. We'll call a timeout. So, winning run still at second base. Max Thigpen pinch running for Caden Boyer. 2 outs now as Reese will step in. And it will hit Reese, and that will send Reese down to first for a hit by pitch. We'll keep Thigpen at second. Got a courtesy runner now for the catcher, Devin Reese.
Now back to the left fielder, number 6, Slade Daigle.
We Philip Pago coming in again. We got 2 pinch runners on base now for the Yellow Jackets. And Slade Daigle at the plate. Pitch on the way, swung on, going to be foul. Strike 1.
Yeah, I think it's a really good night when you got 7 of your 9 starting lineup all have base hits tonight.
Yes. Denham Springs 9, Mandeville 0. Yellow Jackets could get this one across here from second base. It would end the game with a 10-run rule. Pitch on the way. This one is going to be hit towards the gap. If it gets down, that is going to be ball game, and it does get down. The shortstop is going back trying to get it. That is going to score Max Thigpen for the Yellow Jackets, and that will end the game. It will be Denham Springs 10, Mandeville 0, 10-run rule here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And the Yellow Jackets win, and you can win by visiting Bank Plus for all of your business and financial needs. It is Bank Plus. That is Bank Plus, 822 South Range Avenue in Denham Springs. Jackets win, Bank Plus win. Great night here from Denham Springs. It is Denham Springs 10, Mandeville 0. We are back with the post-game wrap-up after this timeout on Yellow Jackets Baseball.
If your saving for retirement approach involves the phrase, I'll get around to it someday, Edward Jones can help. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Edward Jones Financial Advisors Scott Landry and Sims White can help. Stop by their office at 179 Del Orleans. That's Scott Landry and Sims White at Edward Jones, 179 Del Orleans, right across from the post office. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Demco believes that championing youth programs helps pave the way for a brighter future. From building the next generation of leaders with the Youth Cooperative Ambassador Program to giving students the chance to visit Washington, D.C. as part of the Rural Electric Youth Tour, our dedication is clear. At Demco, we power youth. Learn how you can participate at demco.org. That's demco.org.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sportin' Center. Sportin' Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sportin' Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sportin' Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sportin' Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sportin' Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Welcome back into the post-game wrap-up here from Denham Springs. Denham Springs 10, Mandeville 0. They end this one in the 6th inning. Josh Ward alongside Dawson Alvin. Darren Ferrente here with us for tonight until he'll leave tomorrow to go watch the LSU-Alabama baseball game. Coach Brian Berry on the camera for us. Lamine Figueroa back at the studio. Darren's replacement, Miss Christine Pappas, is in the house trying to get an idea of how this whole thing works, to see the chaos that we control here. Dawson, such a great night here for Denham Springs. We talk about the streak that they had going into this one. 6 games in a row that you had lost, and you kind of felt like you just couldn't get anything right, couldn't anything going. And, you felt a little unlucky in some of those games towards the end of the season here. Just untimely hits and just things that you couldn't, some things that you couldn't control, little bloopers that the other team were hitting against you. You had some of those here tonight.
Everything going wrong.
The flip just completely, the script completely flipped here tonight for Denham Springs. But I want you to talk about Caleb Klug. The nights that we had seen him have here with the slow starts kind of put the Yellow Jackets a little bit behind. Tonight he came in. Whatever he was dialed into was magical, because he came in and just was lights out from beginning to end.
Man, he
went the distance.
He didn't give up a hit after the first inning.
That's right.
So, that's as much as you can ask for out of your starting pitcher, especially, going into this game, it's an evenly matched team, like you were saying before, and you need a big performance out of your starting pitcher. You know what I mean? And it's just the fact of the matter that he's throwing well in the way that he's throwing, and the guys that are behind him are feeding off that energy. And like you said, you got Jace Landry at shortstop that's playing lights out right now. Rancher Miller at the plate, All these guys and these senior leaders are coming together, and that's exactly what you want to see, and it's all at the exact right time, too.
We had talked about it in the Sports Center Yellow Jackets warm-up as well, is that you no longer have to carry that into the regular season, into this one. You can come into this one. You talked about it's a whole new season, it's a whole new year, and it really was. And what you saw here tonight with Denham Springs is they came in with a mentality, a killer instinct mentality. Like, they came in and they just never relented. 2 hits on the night. And they came in the beginning of the game. From that, you shut them down. You mowed them down. You never put yourself in bad situations. And defensively, you were just in all the right spots at the right times. I'm thinking of Rancher Miller having to come over from center field to make a catch over in left. Same thing happened over here in right field.
Definitely.
The communication seemed to be there. Everything was just
behind
clicking.
the plate, man. What about behind
the third
plate?
down?
Yes.
Yeah, from Reese was. Just amazing night here. So, Dawson, it's just interesting to see how quick a team can turn it. Baseball's like that.
For sure.
Baseball's one of the few sports where you can turn it just like that.
No, and like you said, they have what, 1, maybe 2 underclassmen starting tonight, and all the rest are seniors. You know, so these guys have been playing together since they were probably 8, 9 years old. Travel ball all the way up, and they have a bond. They trust one another, and that's how you are successful. Through anything, especially with a team that came into this that wasn't looking very good, and just to turn it all around tonight, I think that keeping the momentum and keeping this thing going will definitely be the key for them moving forward.
We do have Coach Kyle Settertall up here, so we're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we will be with the victorious head coach of the Yellow Jackets. Again, Denham Springs 10, Mandeville 0. Is a 10-run rule here in Game 1 of this best-of-3 series between the Skippers and the Yellow Jackets. Stay with us. More of the post-game wrap-up coming up after this timeout on Yellow Jackets Baseball.
Springs High School broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Use Safe and Lock, Safe Voyage Tattoo, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, Liberty Auto Sales, the law office of Ivy Graham, 5-Star Printing, now located next to Big Mike's, and Sport Clips. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends. Locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Welcome back in to the post-game wrap-up here from Denham Springs. It is Denham Springs 10, Mandeville 0. 10-run rule here in the 6th inning by the Yellow Jackets. Josh Ward alongside head coach of the Yellow Jackets in his first season with Denham Springs, but no stranger to the Denham Springs baseball program here. Head coach Kyle Settertall. Coach, great to have you with us. Congratulations on a great game here. You know, sitting here looking at the stat sheet, there's going to be a lot of things you can say, like, we just couldn't do anything wrong tonight. And you came in after the way your regular season ended. You come into this one with an evenly matched team, kind of riding a winning streak of theirs. You're coming in with a losing streak, and you came in and you would have thought it was a complete opposite the way your team played here tonight.
Absolutely, and I think it starts with just how tough our district actually is. Even in our district, when we were playing good games, we were still managing to drop them. One thing goes wrong here and there, and for the last 2 weeks, we've been a couple plays away from being really, really good. A couple plays or a couple at bats from having more runs scored, and it's been close, and it was super exciting to see our guys finally put a full game together, and it was awesome to see it.
Talk about your pitcher, Caleb Klug, comes out and just delivers a gem here tonight, goes the distance, only gives up 2 hits, no runs scored by Mandeville. And, some of the games that we had seen earlier or a couple weeks ago, when he would get off to a rocky start, it would kind of put you behind a little bit, maybe trying to do a little too much at the plate. Here tonight, he got you off to a good start, and then the hitting starts happening. As we talked about before, hitting becomes contagious. Everyone's starting to be a little more relaxed. Y'all seem to be a little calm here tonight, and just once y'all got things rolling, it was just all cylinders were hitting.
Absolutely, and Caleb's been our guy for a reason. And even when he has his bad days, he still gives us a chance. And then when he was on and all of our entire defense felt that he was on, we carried over to the plate, and just the energy and the vibe and the entire attitude of the dugout was just the most positive we had in a really long time. And it started with Caleb. It started in the first inning. Whenever we did give up a hit, we still answered. We still got the 3 outs. We did what we were supposed to do, and we just fed off of his basic brilliance all night, and it just helped us carry over to the plate.
With what you saw here tonight, obviously baseball is one of those things where you can get hot, you can start going on streaks like that. You see this here tonight. As you look and you have the rest here, you'll have a 6:30 first pitch tomorrow here again at Denham Springs. It will flip. Mandeville will be the home team in this best of 3 series tomorrow. So what's the mindset going into tomorrow? What's the game plan going into tomorrow? And what do y'all do tonight? I know, or what will the schedule be tomorrow more so for the Yellow Jackets?
Oh, it's going to be the exact same. We're not going to change a single thing. We're going to do everything exactly the same, down to whatever food they ate at 3 o'clock. Right. So we're going to try to make it as ideal as possible. But I think the hard part for us is making sure that we keep our emotions in check. We don't get too high. We understand that the job's not done. So as long as we can continue to realize we still got work to do, and we have not yet done enough, because we still have to win one more. So we haven't done enough yet. So basically we're playing for more baseball, and we want to end it tomorrow so we can roll into next week with some really good baseball.
Absolutely. Speaking of next week, if you're able to get to that, you have 2 games now. You need to get one of those 2. Getting the game 1 is always important here in these best of 3 series. Obviously, we knew Live Oak with the bye would probably be in the house tonight. They were here doing some scouting. They saw a great one from your team here. But if you're able to get there and play in Live Oak next week, you're playing a familiar team in a familiar place. So not having to get on a bus and go very far, you can just, you could almost walk there if you're in good shape to jog down. But first things first here, I know you want to take care of this one here. How important would it be, or how big would it be for you to close this out tomorrow, give yourself that little extra time to rest and get ready for a Live Oak?
Well, what you really want to do is you want to avoid Game 3, because if you avoid Game 3, anything can happen in a Game 3.
Absolutely,
so
yeah.
we want to avoid a Game 3 and go ahead and do our job and make sure we finish. And then if we're fortunate enough to do our job tomorrow, we turn to a team that's literally down the street. These kids have played together their whole lives. They've played against each other their whole lives. We're familiar with each other in the district. We've played every year, twice a year for multiple years. And that team, that's a great ball club. Like they're ranked number 1 for a reason.
Yeah.
But we had some really competitive games with them early.
And was it 2-3, the game 2 that y'all played with them earlier in the season?
It was close.
I mean,
I don't remember, but it was a good game, and we've been right there. That was when we were acclimating and starting to really get our stride, and then we started to slide a little bit. But if we continue to play hot baseball like this and execute and do our jobs, it's going to be a great series, and I think we're both really excited for it.
Absolutely, Coach. Congratulations. We look forward to tomorrow night here. Again, it will be 6:30 first pitch. We'll be joining you at 6 o'clock for the Sports Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. But, Coach, let's go ahead and close this thing out tomorrow and have a fun Friday night. It feels like Friday night. Have a good weekend and not have to come back on Saturday. But nonetheless, the Yellow Jackets will be ready either way. Coach, appreciate the time as always, and great to have you along for the ride. Great to be along for the ride.
Thank you, guys. Y'all do a great job. Thank you.
Was Coach Kyle Sedetall, head coach of the Yellow Jackets. We'll take our final timeout. We'll come back. We'll wrap it up here. Again, Denham Springs 10, Mandeville 0. It is best of 3 series here. Denham Springs 1-0. And we will take this timeout and come back and wrap it up on the Yellow Jackets baseball.
Where can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm. Because State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is your one-stop shop in Denham Springs for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is ready to help. Visit betterwithbrandy.net for your surprisingly great rates today. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Demco believes that championing youth programs helps pave the way for a brighter future. From building the next generation of leaders with the Youth Cooperative Ambassador Program to giving students the chance to visit Washington, D.C. as part of the Rural Electric Youth Tour, our dedication is clear. At Demco, we power youth. Learn how you can participate at demco.org. That's demco.org.
With Bank Plus, your account is always just a tap away. Bank anywhere, anytime with free Bank Plus mobile banking. Pay bills, transfer funds, and check your account day or night with the Bank Plus mobile app. Deposit checks with the snap of a photo. Keep tabs on your account with transaction alerts. Lost your debit card? Disable it instantly from your smartphone. Then, turn it back on when you find it. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Denham Springs High School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision are brought to you in part by Duke Seafood and Steakhouse, Brandon Arishu with Smart Move Real Estate, Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care, Coconut Willie's Daiquiris, Machon and Associates, General Contractors, and Triton Outpatient Clinic. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
As we welcome back in to the postgame wrap-up here from Denham Springs 10, Mandeville 0, as it will be a 10-run rule in the 6th inning for the Yellow Jackets. They will move to 1-0 in this best-of-3 series. Just a great night here at the ballpark for the Yellow Jackets. They got off to a great start behind the pitching of Caleb Klug, and will ride it all the way to this 10-run rule over the Mandeville skipper. So Denham Springs 16 seed, Mandeville 17 seed. It will be tomorrow, 6 o'clock, Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up right here on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the web at johnfineproductions.com, and streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. As always, give it a like, give it a subscribe. It keeps you up to date on all the things that we are doing here, and we'll let you know if there are, say there's a game time change or anything that happens. We update that at DS Jacket Vision, so it'll keep you up to date on that. So that's why we ask you to subscribe, and just makes you a part of it with us. Thanks to Darren for on-site producer here tonight, getting interactive there. Thanks to Mr. Robert Graves, who blew up the chat there on YouTube for a bit. Great to always have him along with us. Got to thank Coach Brian Berry on the camera, Lamine Figueroa back at the studio, John Fine, who was here with Coach Brett Beard in the Sports Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. So all around, of course, broadcast partner Dawson Alvin, can't forget him. Great job, everybody here. So much, so thankful that all of y'all were able to join us. If you're not able to make it to the game tomorrow, again, all those ways to tune in with us. So we hope you will join us if you cannot make it. Again, Again, Denham Springs 10, Mandeville 0 tomorrow. Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm up at 6 o'clock. Hope you can join us. For all of us involved here, I'm Josh Ward saying good night, everybody.
Denham Springs High School baseball broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM Baton Rouge. On the net at johnfineproductions.com. And on YouTube, please subscribe at DS Jacket Vision. Josh Ward on play-by-play with Dawson Alvin on color commentary. Denham Springs High School baseball broadcasts are a John Fine